Whether you're new to pool and practicing the basics, or a more experienced player performing drills to improve your shot making and positional play, the Drill Partner is perfect for you.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Dogging It. I am not Molina Mike or Joey Ryan.
Nope.
My name is Collins Dewey. I'm a streamer. My stream is called Post Up. And Molina Mike and I are going to be doing some really fun things next week with the kids out there at the BEF Junior National Championships. So he invited me on his show, and we've got a super young guest today, Tanvee Vallem, that we're going to be talking to in a bit. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm sure Mike's got some plans. I mean, you've had a lot of podcasts recently, haven't you?
Well, let me tell you, it's been rough, Collins. I've been stretching myself a little thin, but it's been a lot of great content, a lot of solid guests, and on top of like just doing the normal, like, you know, what's going on now and pool kind of guests. It's been great to do this junior stuff, and we couldn't do it. Collins and I could not do it without these guys up top. We couldn't do it without any of them. So this you know, we talk about players and their team and their coaches and their supporters and sponsors. Well, we got our own, and they got our back, and we got theirs. So shout out to all of them up top. We're gonna have a full week of pool starting. We're leaving Saturday.
We're leaving Saturday. We start streaming Monday, right? It's Monday, and we're gonna be live probably like at least 12 hours a day. So it's gonna be a lot of pool. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Last year it was kind of like baptism by fire, right? And now this year
I don't know how you did it, man.
Exactly what we're getting into, and
it's going to be exciting.
And then last year I hadn't done up to that point. I hadn't done many like long tournaments, and long days. And now it's gotten a lot easier for me. So I'm looking forward to it.
We need to find a good like masseuse nearby, because sitting down in that chair can tighten up my back a little bit just thinking about it. So that might be on the list of things that we look at there on Sunday.
I'm sure Shane Tyree can figure that out for us.
We'll
stick him on it.
Yeah, no, for sure. More importantly, the bill will go to him. No, listen, we've had a great time. But it's not about us. Even though we got our team behind us and we're excited and we're stoked, it's about the kids. And so I got 100%. A lot more juniors coming up. I got 2, I think, on Friday. I got Oscar Dominguez. You might know who he is, Collins.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he's coming on tomorrow night, 7:30 Pacific, so 9:30 Central Time. I got to make the flyer and put that up this evening. So
speaking of that gentleman, sorry to cut you off. Speaking of that guy, also had a really great conversation with him on the stream 2 nights ago during the semifinals of the recent Britt Aldana Memorial Tournament. He was in the booth for like 2 hours. It was a really fun conversation. So if you want to get to know the guy and you don't know him very well already, even if you do, we talked about some stuff that you probably don't know about him. So it was really good. So
Oscar is my guy. Hard Times is my home away from home when I'm not at home. I love going out there, and you're a big part of that, as of course is Oscar and Desiree. And this logo right up here in this area, that's their room right there. My finger.
Of course, they're supporting us too.
Right there. They're without
unbelievable
a doubt.
for the game.
And they do it whether their logo is up on the screen or not. They always got our backs, both of us. So anyhow, let's bring her on in, the star of this evening, Tanvee Vallem. I think, Tanvee, where are you? I know you're in St. Louis right now, or in that area. Where are you from originally?
I was born in India, but currently living in Maryland.
Quite a ways away from India.
Yeah.
How old were you when you moved to Maryland? How old were you?
I was like, I don't really remember. It was like very young, like a year old, or like 8 months old. I don't know.
That's pretty.
So
awesome,
I guess that would explain why you wouldn't remember it. That was only like 6-7 years ago. Wait, how old are you, Tanvee?
I am 9 years old right now.
So 8 years ago. Gosh, I had just started playing pool 3 years before that. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah.
How long have you been playing pool for, Tanvee?
I just started last summer, so not that long.
What made you decide to get into, of all things, hitting balls on the pool table?
Well, my dad just got a pool table for himself. Like, it was in summer, and I had like summer break, and I had no school, nothing that much, and I was really curious what was that. Like I seen it a lot, but I never really asked people what it was. So since we had our own, I asked my dad, "What is that?" And then he taught me that you have to shoot balls with a stick. I was interested and intrigued to learn. So that's just how it started.
Let me tell you, if I need a co-host for the show with your personality, I'm inviting you on every time, Tanvee.
Holy
You got,
crap! Yeah.
yeah. I love your energy. So your dad gets a pool table, probably to hit balls and have some peace and solitude. You say, "I want on this," right? And
Yeah.
how did you do when you first started? Were you a natural? Did it take a lot of work? How did you first evolve into getting some rhythm in the game?
So it was basically, I didn't know anything about it. It was like very new. I didn't know that you could like about like any balls or the stroke. So it was pretty new to me. I wouldn't say I was a natural when I was there. I needed some work and time to think about how to hit the ball. I didn't even know how to pocket a ball when I was back then. So I would say it took a little while for me to understand what like the rules were, and then I got like the hang of it. So it took some time.
Collins knows that struggle. Collins, 11 years later, is still trying to figure out how
You
to put the
have
balls in the
no
hole.
idea how frustrating it is. Wait for 10 years from now. Actually, 10 years from now, you'll probably be hitting the ball a heck of a lot better than me. But yeah, that's really cool. How was your dad the one that originally like taught you those things, or did you kind of figure it out on your own?
I think I think my dad just taught me a little like the like the basics, not like the basics, but he taught me how to like hit the ball, that kind of basics. Like he told me how to hit straight, how to put my bridge, and how to like stroke my hand.
Right.
Like,
And now he can't win. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Nice.
awesome. How was it when you got introduced to the game? Did you immediately kind of just get the itch to play? I'm falling in love with this, or was it something that you had to get more table time for it to grow on you?
Well, I'm a very curious person. Um, so I feel like I I didn't really think of that when I was like there, but then it did start to grow on me. So I feel like when I was on the pool table, I felt very new. It was like a new sport. So I feel like I was just like figuring out something new. I love like puzzles and mysteries. So like I really liked that. So I kept on going and like improving.
Well, let me tell you, pool is the game that I never can figure out that puzzle. It's taken me,
Yeah.
15 plus years, and I'm probably missing some pieces by now. But overall, the puzzle's somewhat coming together. Uh, I got a lot of friends in the industry and a lot of people that tell me some things, and I just got a message saying that you're going to represent India at the World Junior Championships for the second year in a row. Is that right?
Yes.
How exciting is that?
Yeah, I know. That's really exciting.
You've only been playing for a year, but then how old? I guess how many months were you in when you got your first invitation to represent India in the World Junior Championships?
3 months, just 3 months.
Wow, they heard about you that quick. You were just like you were making waves.
Yeah.
That's
I can't
cool.
believe it either.
So you just came from Rail Yard for the Junior All Around Championship in the JIC. How did you do out there, Tanvee?
I was still practicing. Some people helped me work on my stroke. I was still working on my stroke. I feel like from the Junior World All Around to the JIC, I think it was a big improvement because I practiced in the all around tournament. I practiced banks, I practiced one pocket. It was really hard and it was very new. So I feel like I got really good practice out of it, and I got better in the JIC.
So what I'm hearing is that Collins finally got some action playing one pocket. Is what I'm hearing.
I'm just blown away. Like you're probably the youngest person. How many younger people were you? Pardon me. How many younger people were there than you playing in that event?
In both events?
Yeah.
There's no one.
Yeah, so
You're the
I'm
youngest.
assuming you were the youngest person probably in the last 365 days to play
Yes.
some serious games of one pocket.
Yes.
That's pretty wild.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
How did you like the game?
I don't really practice like things in one pocket. I just knew how to play. Like I just played with my dad for fun at home. I never knew like I would play in a tournament with those.
Yeah.
So it was actually pretty new and exciting.
But with your curious personality, I'd imagine that's the game that could really get you entangled
Yeah.
because there's so many different things, so many options. It's kind of a chess match, or it is a chess match on
Yeah,
the pool
it's a
table.
chess match.
Yeah, so I got the bug a long time ago, and I love that game. You know, I love all games, but especially one pocket because it is more of a thinking game. That, and I'm really good at hitting the balls into the rail and leaving them just close enough
to
to
the
stay
pocket.
right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's where I'm stealing in that department.
Yeah, there's a lot of defense too.
Yeah, no kidding. So I hear you got you were playing the 14U and you got second place. How cool was that for you to get? And was that the highest finish you've gotten so far at the JIC?
Yes, it was. I was really excited. I was really I was really pumped up by it. So I felt really proud of myself that time. So I feel like if I keep on going, I can get better and better.
We agree. Both of us.
That's a good attitude to have about it. I mean, eventually I got to the point where I stopped getting better, but that's probably a unique situation to me.
Yeah.
So
for both of us, actually, yeah. We both we can hit walls at times, but you got a lot of promise and a bright future. So from there, you're hanging out in St. Louis. You're obviously going to be playing in Quincy. How excited are you to be competing in your first junior national championship?
I'm really excited. I really want to practice a lot. It's going to be really fun because there's a lot of people coming from around the country. It's going to be fun. There's a lot of challenging components out there. I'm playing in the 10 and under and the 14U too. Yeah. I was playing both of those. And I'm pretty excited.
I can feel the excitement from here.
I'm super excited to watch you play. Actually, a number of kids in the last year that I, we streamed the event last year, and a number of the kids that were really fresh to the game really impressed me. So I'm super excited to see some more of that. That's really cool.
What's been that reception like with some of the other kids that were playing in the event? Have you been around them a few times playing in JIC tournaments, or how have they made you feel welcome?
Well, there's a lot of new people, and I really like making friends. So it's really exciting and what's the word? Full of fun and it's very active, and playful. There's so many kids who are playing the same thing as me. We can help each other out. It's really fun just making friends in pool. That's really an important thing.
Do you have any specific names that you feel like when you guys meet up at those events? Do you have any specific names that you like to hang out with, like people that you go to pretty regularly, or you just get along with everybody? Or I mean, obviously you probably get along. You probably get along with everyone. You're so
I could see that,
charismatic. But I mean, are there any particular individuals that you really like to hang out with?
Not really. I really like just hanging out with everyone, looking at their game, trying to improve. So
that's really cool. That's cool.
When I was talking with your dad, he sent me an email because I said, send me some information on Tanvee. And he sent me an email. And in that email was a lot of photos. And a part of that was photos of you with Efren Reyes. So tell me about that story.
when I just started to play, there was this kind of local pool bar, and my dad just introduced me to all the big players like Alison Fisher, Kelly Fisher, Shane Van Boning, those people.
World champions.
Yeah, and then I got introduced to Efren. He told me that there's he was coming close to where we were, and he's going to play with people. So I was really, really I never been to one of those things, so that was really new. So I really was excited. So when I went there, I got a chance to play Efren 2 times.
How'd you do?
So, I lost the first time. This in both of the games he helped me a little because I was pretty new and I was really young. So, and the second game, since he helped me, I won.
Yeah, let him know.
It's your enthusiasm and your passion and energy are why we love doing this, because you inspire us how genuinely sincere you are about the game. No, thank you. From both of us, this is why we're pumped up to go to Quincy this upcoming week. It's going to be a lot of pool, and I mean a lot of pool.
Yeah, a lot of pool.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff, not just streaming matches, but I'm going to be bouncing around talking with a bunch of kids, and we're super excited about that. So what event are you most looking forward to? I know you said you're playing 2, but they got a few others in there. I know they got straight pool. I don't know if you've played that at all. Do you have plans on playing it?
Well, I have plans of playing it. I just didn't. I don't really know how to play. I don't practice it often. So maybe in the future I'll practice it and I'll get used to it, and I'll go to tournaments in it. So
with your drive and your very smart head on your shoulders, I believe in you. You seem like you got a lot of determination. You mentioned your dad a few times. So let's talk about him for a second. How supportive is he with all your pool adventures?
Well, both my dad, he's really supportive. He teaches me new things when if you're looking at YouTube videos, there's a lot of good systems or strategies in pool. So it's a really big support from him. I really like all the things he did for me. It was really, really supportive, and I feel that was really, really helped me in my game.
Is he the main person that helps you learn new stuff, or do you have any other coach or anything like that?
Yeah, I do. My main coach, when I first started to play pool, he was that my dad told me about him, and I was really interested. His name is my coach. His name is Roy Pastor. He's been really nice. He always supports me too. He's been teaching me a lot on my form, my stroke, and I feel that's a big push from the start, from last summer to this. If he didn't help me, I don't think I would get this far.
So I when I was a little bit older than you, actually, I learned I was taking piano lessons, and
cool.
my teacher would have certain things that I would do that they would teach me that I really liked to do. I really liked doing playing through specific very fun songs, but then they also gave me things that I didn't like so much. Sometimes I had to play scales for hours and just go up and down the notes and up and down the notes, and it was just to teach my fingers how to work. Are there parts of the things that you're being taught that you really like, and then some that you don't like so much, and what are those?
Well, I really feel there's a lot of new stuff. Sometimes I'm not used to them, so I guess you can count them as new and kind of very different from all the other stuff I learned. It's not pool is very different from other sports. Yeah. And rules and like the generally pool. It's like, so it was pretty new for me. So the things I dislike maybe would be if I need to like well, I don't. I've never thought
like
of
are there
that.
are there certain things that are like more frustrating to you? Like is it
Oh.
like working on your stroke? Is that like a little bit more like or is it like, oh, I'm learning to play defense and it's not very fun to play defense or something like that? Like are just as a couple examples, is there anything like that for you, or do you kind of like it all right now because it's still new?
Well, something I kind of don't like about it is sometimes when you're on different tables, sometimes they're old cloth, and when I try to practice, it's like a different thing, and I'm not that used to it, and I get a tiny bit frustrated. But then I get over it, and I'm like, let me just practice, and I'll get better at it. So
she's already learning to be frustrated with table conditions.
It only took a year.
We completely understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
What are your other passions outside of the pool table, Tanvee?
I do Taekwondo.
Wow.
I'm a blue belt in it. I also do a classical Indian dance. It's called Kuchipudi. I don't know if you know about it, but it's kind of like ballet, I guess. Well, it's similar at some parts, but different at other parts. Like very different at other parts.
What was the name of it again?
Kuchipudi.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah, it's like the top 7 classical Indian dances, I think. So
you got a lot of hobbies, a lot of passions. It sounds like.
Yeah, I have different hobbies too. Like I love Legos. I like doing art. I built a lot of creations with Lego. I also like sculpting.
That's pretty.
Sometimes.
What do you sculpt with? Like wood or like stone or
clay?
No, like clay.
Clay? Oh, okay.
I also like crafting. So that's kind of similar to sculpting. Like when you said like rocks, I like to do I like to build stuff up. Like it's I really like all arty stuff and crafts.
Nice.
Well, I can tell why you got a love for the game, because it is all it can take over, and there's so many different there's 1,000 ways to hit the same shot, and you got a mind for it, you got a drive and a passion for it. Give me some of your sponsors and some of your team who's behind you and who have supported you and helped you along the way and who are still behind you right now.
Currently I'm sponsored by Predator. Recently I'm sponsored by Kamui too. And they're really big supporters of me. My mom is also a really big supporter. She really helps me a lot, and she pumps my spirit up when I lost a game, or she
I love that.
Like she helps me if I'm looking low on a game. She tells me to take breaks, and that really helps. So yeah.
So playing with, obviously you play with a Predator cue. Then you're sponsored by Predator. Do you know which cue you play with, and sponsored by Kamui? Which tip you play with?
I think my brake shaft is the brake rush, and my jump. I'm still learning to jump, so that's new. I'm still not using it. My jump cue is the air rush, and I think my shaft. I think it's I forgot the name. It thinks it's like a Ruku something.
Revo?
Revo?
Yeah, Revo shaft. Revo shaft. I'm not good at names.
Only some of the best equipment on the market, right?
Yeah, I mean, I play with a Predator Revo shaft, and I play with the cue cool. It's an Icon cue, and I like the cue a lot. So that's really cool. You're playing with good equipment.
We got a comment in there from Desiree, Oscar's wife, and she says, "Thank you guys for putting the kids in the spotlight." Well, let me tell you, Desiree, it wouldn't be possible without your help as well. So you're as much a part of this as we are, as Tanvee is, as everybody is, and I tell you what, if I wasn't excited before or enthusiastic, Tanvee, you just kind of.
I'm really excited to meet you.
I'm even more pumped up.
Yeah.
I probably can't beat you at rotation, but we can play some one pocket.
Sure.
Now, listen, I wanna thank you for coming on this evening. I know it was a little bit late. I can't wait to meet you out there next week. Best of luck whenever you go and compete. And I look forward to meeting you and your dad as well.
You're definitely out when you're out there, and if there's if the second mic is not being used, you're more than welcome to come hang out on the stream and get to know the chat too, the people that are watching. So
you got to take them up on that. With your personality, you're natural.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on your podcast. First of all,
it's my pleasure, Tanvee.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. We appreciate all you for tuning in. We got a lot more stuff coming up. I got Oscar Dominguez tomorrow night, 7:30. I got PBIA Instructor of the Year out of South Africa. He's got a really cool story. We're going to talk to him at 8 a.m. tomorrow. I got Landon Hollingsworth's coming on Friday. Collins, you going to make that?
I think. What time?
Landon's at 4, so 2 o'clock your time.
Yeah, I could probably make it. Yeah.
Lazar Martinez, he just did real good out there where you were at.
Yeah, I saw him. He's really
Lazar's
good.
A great player too. Both those players.
Everyone you're mentioning is really good.
Yeah. So we're gonna have them on. We're gonna have Lazar on 11:30 on Friday, and then I'm sure
probably
we're
won't
schedule
make that one.
Yeah. I'll be sure to check it out, like all of your podcasts.
Please do. Hey, cool. How can people go support you? How can they check out? You got a page? You got a player page? How can they go check you out?
I have a YouTube channel. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, those stuff. On Facebook and Instagram, it's just my full name. You can see it on like my screen right there, I think.
Uh-huh.
So, and for my YouTube channel, it's called Todd Talks by Tanvee.
Fun fact, your most viewed video has more views than my most viewed video, which is Fedor Gorst playing a perfect set.
Is that right?
Yeah, and your most viewed video has like 30,000 more views than Fedor Gorst playing a perfect set.
What's the subject of the video?
It's her playing Efren, I think.
Yeah,
really?
Efren.
It has like 140,000 views. Yeah.
Wow, how strong is that? That is pretty awesome. Tanvee, we want to thank you again for stopping by. We'll see you next week, and congratulations on a great event.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's my pleasure. Cool. We'll see all you guys soon. Keep the notifications on, and thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. See you guys.